My people, you are welcome to Demorphy TV. Today I will be talking about a lot of updates, especially on politics. Now, I don't want us to forget this. You know, this politics matter is very, very, very important and is very, very essential. We are approaching the year 2023 and there are a lot of things that needs to be sorted out, especially our leadership. The old leadership is going to be handing over to a new leadership, and we are all believing that and praying also that a good leader should emerge this time, because all we have had in the last 8 and 4 years are all thieves and robbers. Of course, there's nothing else to it. So please, I want us to really take note of all these happenings, because it is necessary, it's essential. You say, oh, I'm not a politician, the economy affects you, it affects me. So please do take heed to what is going on. Now, we recently see how our presidential candidate of the PDP, People Democratic Party, he went to do a campaign in Lagos, man, and you will not believe the turnout. It is just as scanty itself. That's to show that indeed a lot of youth are really coming to the realization that these leaders have been there and they have been up to no good, and yet some youth are still following them. Anyway, that's not our point of concentration for today. Now we find out that because of the recent turnout of the PDP presidential candidate, he has been sending delegates to some notable persons. So those are the people we are going to be looking into now. First of all, we find out that he sent a delegate to meet with our former president, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. Let's see how it goes. But to me, I tell you, it was not really good. So from there, we'll be diving into how we send delegates to meet Olusegun Obasanjo, and also we'll be seeing how we send delegates to meet some other persons in this update. So the videos are all here. Please, I want you to make your own stand. Please don't be tossed about here and there. In fact, there is so much evidence that the man Peter Obi is going to be a better leader than all these fraudsters we have all had in the past. Anyway, I will leave you to your own opinion, but please do not forget to like our videos, share them so that YouTube and Facebook can recommend them to other people to watch. And please leave your comment. Where do you stand? Are you still leaping between two opinions, or you have chosen your candidate? Let us know in the comment section, and enjoy these videos. Please be informed. This year 2023, don't sell your vote. If peradventure you are giving money, anyway, I don't know about that, but please vote for the right person. And we have all seen that it's Peter Obi that we are all standing for as the youth of this country. All the notable people that have not been voting since, they have come out this time that they want to vote, because it is essential for our generation and for the continuity of our country, Nigeria, and also for our youth. Anyway, I'll leave you to your opinion. Like I said, don't forget to follow us and subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Love you from Demorphy TV.
In reality, Atiku now realizes that he's not popular down south. You wouldn't blame Southerners though, because no one should expect an Atiku Abubakar to succeed Buhari, who is about to hand over in May 2023. Atiku Abubakar knows that he can't win the election without winning at least one zone in the southern part of the country. That's why he's sending delegations to meet elder statesmen. The other time he sent a delegation to Obasanjo, which many consider an insult, but he knows the reason he didn't go himself. Also, he has met Jonathan once, and now he has sent a delegation to meet him again. Sensing that the former president wasn't forthcoming, they now had to tell him directly to campaign and voice out an endorsement for Atiku Abubakar.
Request that though we are very conversant with the fact that you're playing elder statesman's role, not only within our nation but across our sub-region in Africa and Africa, that there is the need for us to come forth, really be need to give us guidance, you need to offer us your prayers, and you need to truly find a way to add your voice, both publicly and even privately, in many situations that will call for you to speak on behalf of this nation, on behalf of our country, on behalf of the People's Democratic Party.
The way Goodluck Jonathan is moving his legs and the look on his face says it all. Unlike here. Seriously, Goodluck Jonathan has every reason not to support Atiku Abubakar.
We will change Jonathan, don't worry. See the man who is going to change Jonathan.
Remember in 2014 when he was the president and recontesting for the presidency, Governor Wike sums it up very nicely.
In 2015, Jonathan as a sitting president, people forget history. Jonathan went to London in Dorchester Hotel. He went to plead with this our presidential candidate today, Atiku Abubakar. Say, please, my brother, come back to the party and support me. You know the condition they gave to Jonathan? He should relinquish his ticket not to run as the president of Nigeria. That was a sitting president and a presidential candidate of a ruling party. They gave him condition.
Atiku Abubakar knows that majority of PDP supporters are now rooting for P2B in the south. Not just PDP supporters, majority of the youth in Nigeria are rooting for P2B. You wouldn't blame them though, because even northerners will not accept the presidency to rest in the south for 16 straight years. And P2B has made it clear that he will campaign even in Adamawa.
I've come to Adamawa to campaign. If it's possible, sir, if he's around, I'll go and greet him. If he has food, I'll eat in his house. He's my brother, and I respect him. I'm an Igbo man. We train people to trade. When we finish, we settle them, and they do the same trade with us. And that's where I am. He settled me and doing the same trade with him. We're not going to. All we are doing now is that we are looking for customers. The same market. Yes, the customer come, they will say whether they want to buy my own or his own. Because we are not quarreling. There's no quarreling. So don't ever think we will quarrel. No. It's my brother. If you go and see woman, they'll still, even if you don't get market, you go to his organ and take it and sell. So that's what it is. Even if I look for now, I go to him, say, okay, give me this, I'll make it sell. My customers come. You know, and that is what it should be.
That held in two different locations. A lot of people didn't know that it held in these locations. It was actually a problem of the Imo State PCC. The Labour Party initially requested to use the Hero Square for the campaign, but the government denied the request, which made them to settle for the Kano Sports Center. But 24 hours to the campaign, they started announcing that the Hero Square will be the venue, which forced the chairman to make a press conference and say that it is the Kano Sports Center that will still be used, that it is the venue. So when P2B landed in Imo for the presidential campaign, he quickly moved to resolve the problem within the different camps. Many people are trooping into Labour Party in Imo State because they know the wave of Labour Party during the election might, sweep everyone off. The governor is not up for re-election in 2023. His re-election will come up in 2024. So he has no major interest in the election. Maybe that's why they met at the airport. It's not like they are contesting for the same position. All these notwithstanding, P2B went straight to the Kano Sports Center where majority of the supporters were. And after the campaign, he still moved late in the hour, around 5 to 6 p.m. or thereabout. He still moved, as you can see in this video, to the Hero Square to campaign and talk to the supporters there, hoping that he will take advantage of the massive support that Labour Party is receiving in Imo State and the Southeast. and Nigeria at large, as it was evident if you watch the Taraba State rally. The turnout shocked many people. Even the Emir of Jalingo has this to say.
Now finally, my son, brother and guest, I have sympathy for you. This is a man that there is no doubt he is of the age to be a president. He is of the maturity to be a president. The rest, of course, will be determined by God and others, not the Emir of Muri only. But all the facts before me clearly seems good and in his favor.
Back to Atiku Abubakar and PDP. The PDP has not played the role of an opposition party the last 7 years. In fact, one won't be wrong to say that PDP agrees a lot with the way APC is running the country. As you can see in this interview, they are united in opposing the Labour Party spokesperson.
1 week or 2 weeks ago, the Nigerian Bureau of Statistics released a statistic of 200 million people. 130 million of Nigeria are in active poverty. 133. 133. How else can you describe a failure of a government?
What manner of poverty?
I was not the one who raised that statistic. With all due respect, I was not.
Do you understand what multidimensional poverty is?
Do you understand what multidimensional poverty is?
Let's allow him.
Let me finish. Now, so Peter Obi said, I thank you, I'm not perturbed. 133 million people who are poor, come with me. Let us form a new government. And he's taking a cue from what he was able to do in Anambra. Both of them have left debt for Nigeria.
So the PDP spokesman finds nothing wrong in the fact that poverty has increased under the APC as released by the National Bureau of Statistics. You cannot agree that they are in agreement. The two parties are actually the PDAPC that Bola Tinubu called them. Seriously, PDP hasn't played the role of an opposition party, and now that election is coming up, it should have been the easiest election for them to win if they had done all the right things, like capitalize on the failings of the current administration and also present a good candidate in the person or the like of Peter Obi. They should have recognized that power must move south, irrespective of who is interested in being the president, whether it's from the north or anywhere. Power should have gone to the south on the PDP ticket. Anyway, like Peter Obi keeps saying, this election should be about competence. It should be about trust. Who can you trust? Who can you trust with the Nigerian treasury? Who can you trust to do what he says he will do when he gets to office? Some candidates like Atiku Abubakar are promising unrealistic things. Atiku Abubakar said he will set aside $10 billion for the youth and women. This is very, very unrealistic. Do you have PVC? Are you planning to use it on election day, or is it for decoration? Make sure to come out en masse to vote for your preferred candidate on election day so that he can win the election on the first round. If this election goes to a runoff, it will not only be expensive for Nigeria to conduct the election 2 times, the chances of your candidate winning the election diminishes if it goes to a second round, because an alliance might be formed between the APC and PDP. Don't be surprised, it might happen, because they are afraid that the people will take over power, and politicians that do not have any other job, they are just politicians running from office to office for favors, are afraid of such a situation. So don't be surprised if the two major parties forms an alliance if it goes to a second round. So make sure to come out en masse and vote on that election day. Do not give excuses. A day in your life will not cost anything. Just come out and do your civic responsibility so that you will know you have done your own part. Also, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Don't just watch and go. And remember to enable notification. Thank you for your support.
The schedule of Nigerians